Welcome to the Endless Honeymoon Podcast Secret Dump. We're reporting live from the laundry pile.
Well, here's my thing, because I felt like laundry was piling up all the time. So I was like, okay, I'm going to do it once a week. So then once a week, I do like 6 loads, and then I dump them all on the couch.
That's so funny. I dump 6 loads on the couch as well each week.
And then it takes about a day to wash it all. And now I'm going to fold it tonight and like watch a movie.
You know what I like about you? About your laundry thing?
What?
You won't let me participate in the laundry, but you don't ever do the laundry without audibly complaining about how difficult it is to do it all day long.
I know, I'm sorry. And I actually
wanna help.
it. I enjoy it. And
help me help.
You don't know how to fold clothes.
I can fold. We already talked about this last week. I know how to fold clothes.
Fold these.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Show me how you'd fold these underwear.
Okay. I simply take the underpant.
Yeah.
Can you hold the mic so I can narrate my way through this? Okay.
Yeah.
You have to actually put it up to my mouth. Do you know how to do that? Okay. I simply take the underpant. I bop the underpant in half.
I already did it wrong.
What do you mean wrong? I bop it in half.
I would have done it the other way.
What do you mean, this way?
Yeah.
Well, what do you mean? It's the same thing.
It just seems weird to go the other way, but okay.
It seems weird to go this way.
Okay.
You bop it. You get to bop it out.
Okay, and then you
bop the pant, right? And then you flatten it out, bop it again, and you're done.
That's pretty good.
Well, what the fuck do you think I was doing for the 32 years before I met you?
I thought your mom was doing it, and
My
then you
mother?
went to like a service.
No. And then another thing you can do, another way to fold underpants is you bop it,
Yeah.
and then roll it. You just roll it right up, and then you can just have it all up in your drawer.
Honestly, I think if I rolled yours and then put them in your little storage cabinet, that might be nice.
And then one cool thing is you can put on like Peter Tosh or like a dub collection, and you just puff on them pants. You know what I'm saying? You puff on them drawers. You gotta puff them drawers.
All right, Moshe. Well, you do the cooking. I do the laundry.
That's true. You are a below average cook.
But you know what? I'm attracted. I can cook.
You're
things.
attractive, and that is
I'm
goes a long
attracted
way.
to recipes where it has like 2 or 3 ingredients. Then I'm like, oh, I could cook this.
Actually, the truth is
and then I
tonight.
do it.
The truth is tonight was funny.
I have like just a limit.
Because Natasha was like, I got this recipe. So that's what you do. You get excited about a recipe that someone suggests to you.
Because it has 2 or 3 ingredients.
It has 2 or 3 ingredients. You get a head full of steam. You get confident about it. And then, I'm not intimidated by cooking because I know that I'm good at it. You
just make it up.
But you get intimidated by it. So she's like, all day long, she's like, I'm going to make this miso cacio e pepe tonight. I'm going to make this miso. It sounds good.
It's a pasta.
Yeah. So it's a cacio e pepe pasta, but with miso instead of something. And she's in the kitchen. She's doing it. I'm watching a movie with my daughter. I have a daughter that's separate from the child we talk about a lot. And she's 17. We're watching the movie. And then Natasha comes in and she's like, I'm getting to the point where I think I'm going to just abandon and maybe we need to order it. And I was like, oh shit.
Order food instead.
You order food. And I'm thinking to myself like, oh shit, disaster. Like I'm going to walk into the kid. Like I go, don't worry, honey. We can go out to eat. That's fine. Don't even worry. Because I was picturing some hell, like you had ruined something. I walk into the kitchen. There's like
mise en place.
There's like a beautiful setup of like butter, miso paste,
everything's measured.
Grated Romano cheese measured. There's a pot on the fire boiling. She hasn't done anything. Nothing has happened. She just stared at the ingredients and was like, I'm out. I can't do it. Like,
well, because it seemed like one of those recipes that doesn't have a lot of ingredients, but it's all about like 30 seconds, then 60 seconds, then 2 minutes, then do that, then take the pasta water and then immediately put it in the bowl, then turn off the heat. It's like too much like... I guess it's not always the ingredients that makes cooking stressful.
Actually, the truth is what happened was I said, don't even worry about it. We'll go out to eat. We have this restaurant at the corner of our house. And so it's like a 4-minute walk. And I was like, let's just walk down there. We'll eat there. Don't worry about it. And Natasha was like, thank you. And because she was stressed. We got the kid ready. We're like, we're going to this your favorite restaurant. She's like, yeah, let's go. She's ready. She's got like a doctor's kit that she's walking down to the restaurant with. She's like got like a magnifying glass. She's all excited to eat out. And we walk there. It's slammed. We turn around immediately, like every table's taken outside.
And there's a line. And she's already like yelling.
And we immediately go, whoop, we're not eating here. We turn around, walk back to our house. And within, I would say, 10 minutes, this miso cacio pepe was made, plated, we're eating it, and it was freaking delicious.
I just needed your help.
You got to believe in yourself.
Yeah.
You got to believe in Steve. And you are Steve.
I wish my friend, Chelsea Peretti told me that she thought maybe one of the reasons why I don't want to cook,
name drop.
It could, I wanted to give her credit, but now I might make her seem mean.
Oh, what'd she say?
Well, I think that she was like, I don't want to say that.
No, you got to say it now. Say it.
No, just the idea that not having any interest in cooking, maybe you need to talk to your therapist about.
That is crazy. That is weird. Some people don't like to cook.
Wait, don't put that in.
What do you mean don't put that in? You're the co-host of the podcast.
Maybe that's not what she said. She just was like, that's something to think about. Because I do think that I equate cooking with cooking for my brothers and making them Lipton rice and soup mix, and I had to be in charge of cooking, and I didn't like it.
Trauma connected to it. So I
wouldn't call cooking for my brothers trauma. I would
but
just call it.
But you were the one that had to cook, not the parent. You're not supposed to be cooking for your siblings, right? Or something? I don't know.
Why not?
I don't know. Isn't the parent supposed to do the cooking?
My mom was working.
Basically, that's my childhood was the same. My mom, when we were young, cooked for us, and then she started going to night school. And from that point on, it was kind of like you're on your own. And we just would have to figure out how to make food for ourselves. I still remember I had this date with this girl, and I was trying to make a really romantic date, and I decided to cook pizza. And I burned it. The first time I tried to cook for myself.
Wait, but you're such a good cook.
Well, I was 16 when I did this.
When did you learn? When did it dawn on you that you could take 6 ingredients and make a magical sauce?
I'll tell you exactly how I learned to cook. And this is cooking is so easy.
Are you gonna say you Googled recipes?
Straight up, all I did was I started looking at recipes and doing them. That is the way to learn to cook. If you think you don't know how to cook, it's so easy to cook. You just
But then how did you transition into being able to improvise?
By doing the recipe 10,000 times. And at that point, it's I know what kind of goes together. I know what flavors are good. And then you start experimenting. And what do they say? Cooking is an art. Baking is a science. I'm not that good at baking, but I can follow a recipe. So, you just do what the recipe says. Sometimes you fail. I've had many dishes fail. I once made a shit pie. Nobody liked it. Nobody liked it. But then I refined it. I turned it into a diarrhea stew. Everybody loves it. But I think that's how you learn to cook. You go, honestly, here's my real advice. I don't know if I've given this on this podcast before. Not only, now they made it easy because the internet, you can just look up a recipe. If something sounds good, all you do is type in the ingredients you're interested in using. Cabbage chicken recipe. And then you just look up the most commercial one. Martha Stewart. That's real good. Better food and health or whatever what is it? The cooking magazine, Bon Appetit. Yes, just do the most commercial, basic ass Rachel Ray. Just choose the most basic, direct, famous person, and do that, and then it'll be good. Because all of those ones that are at the famous company recipes, they've gone through so much data testing that they're going to be pretty good. And look at the star rating. And if it sounds good, do it.
My dream would be to have 5 recipes that I really know how to do.
That's your
by
dream?
Heart. Or something I know how to make a split pea soup. I know how to roast a chicken. I like that. Chelsea had a few good recipes on her Instagram that we made a lot. She had
Chelsea's a good cook.
She had a black bean coconut rice.
My friends,
vegetarian sausage thing we could make, and then
that's what I make.
Yeah, but we got it from her recipe, and then she also had a pasta, spinach, and anchovy anchovy thing that you put together. I thought that was really good.
My friend Steven.
I just want to know 5 things.
Who's a good cook is my friend Steven Spielberg. That dude, he can freaking see a rabbit. Anyway, whatever, it doesn't matter. But my other friend, Oprah, taught me how to make this fennel salad.
No, Chelsea's a person who's she's very into cooking, and she's so good at it, and I recognize you guys have similar talents.
It's important to have people in your life that can cook. I have another friend, Lady Gaga, and she makes this chilled fruit soup that is just divine.
Oh my God. You know what is so good is cucumber soup.
Gazpachos?
No, cucumber soup.
Oh, I don't know what a cucumber soup is.
It's so good. It's like got like cucumber and yogurt. I love soup.
Just look it up.
Soup.
Best cucumber soup recipe. Martha Stewart. Boom. Make that one. Let's have it tomorrow for lunch.
Wait, we actually made this amazing pasta that had garbanzo beans instead of like the meat, and then it had breadcrumbs on it. And you said it was a Rachel Ray recipe.
Yeah, these motherfuckers who are famous for a reason. It's not as good as the greatest chef on earth, but if you go into those great chef on earth types,
it's too many
like I make
ingredients.
Started making that bolognese, the spag bowl. I started doing the Gordon Ramsay recipe.
Oh my God, it got so good when you did that.
What do you mean? Wait, I thought it was really good before.
It was, but then all of a sudden it had like, you were using like
letting carrots
shredded
sweat. That's, I'm making a bowl with carrots, letting them sweat. And these people are famous for a reason. So you go for it.
I followed the amateur gourmet, and he had some pasta with white cannellini beans and caviatappa and sun-dried tomatoes.
It's all about recipes. That's what it's all about.
Well, what I like about it is you can choose to like make something delicious that might not have meat, or that has the ingredients that you have in your kitchen, and really finding what those things are.
Yeah. And for you, I would say the secret is stick with laundry. No, I'm kidding. Tonight was really good. It was good.
But thank you for letting me, you never thank me for doing your laundry, but that's okay.
I say, let me help you, and you won't.
Okay, then you know what? Tonight, will you help me fold it?
Actually, thank you for doing my laundry. Let's hear some secrets.
Hi. My secret is that, so for context, I'm a 29-year-old woman, and I just recently discovered the comedian Norm MacDonald, who's, I don't know, 60, 70, something, and I've become obsessed, but not in a, oh wow, you're a great comedian and tell really long stories, but in like almost strictly like sexual way. And I keep watching his like old Howard Stern, and like there's one where he's in like this like really big white t-shirt and leather jacket and really big jeans, and it like I don't even understand what it's doing to me, but it's like just a lot. I listen to him on a loop when I go to bed. I have like an attractive normal boyfriend. I kind of mentioned it to him, and he looks at me like I was crazy. I keep having like fantasy we'll meet in like the street and have coffee together, and I'll spend the rest of my life with him. I don't know what this, like I haven't felt this way since I was like 14. To be clear, Norm MacDonald. Okay, have a good day. Bye.
Wait, what did you think maybe we thought she was saying?
I just think she's clarifying because look.
He's one of the greats.
Yeah, look,
he probably doesn't look like the videos that you're watching anymore.
We've all been through this. Every young woman has gone through a Norm MacDonald obsession. I mean, we've heard this secret before.
He's hilarious.
He is hilarious.
People aren't that funny anymore. He's got such an easy way about him.
Yeah, but
it's nice to have some outlet for your fantasies.
Steve Martin is a wild and crazy guy, but he doesn't get my dick hard. Like there's something.
She's more of a Norm MacDonald gal.
I'm just saying, there's something interesting happening with Norm MacDonald and this woman's arousal button. I think that's interesting. For sure, we're going to be tagging Norm MacDonald on this clip.
Doesn't it seem like Norm MacDonald just like kind of lets things roll off of him? He seems kind of like an easygoing guy.
He has a thick skin.
If I was a woman in a pandemic,
you'd want to fuck Norm MacDonald?
I'd want someone who's kind of easygoing.
What about Norm MacDonald?
Sure.
You are a woman in a pandemic. So you better not want to fuck Norm MacDonald.
No, I'm just saying I get it. Like he really kind of represents a
type.
A value system. Like I feel like he's just kind of like, he's like a fun guy, and he's funny and he's edgy.
He is a funny guy.
Yeah.
Norm,
I get it.
We're going to link to Norm, see if he's interested in breaking up your relationship with your boyfriend, and see if we can make some dreams come true. Juicin for Norm. That's what we're calling this episode.
Moshe, do you think that there's like more fantasy happening now? I mean, this is like something in our lifetimes that has never happened. People we're all coming out now. Like we just went, we walked down to that restaurant for the first time without a mask, and it did feel like I wasn't quite ready for it. I was like, no eye contact.
I'm out there raw dog in my face.
Oh yeah.
If you believe the science, you got to believe it all the way. The minute they were like no mask, I was like, boom, I'm out. Fuck this. but I am wearing a rubber. I was tonight on the way to the restaurant. Just in case you don't know. You ever heard of dick COVID?
No, honey.
It seems like by your tone, you're disappointed in the area I'm approaching comedically. So I'm going to drop it here, and we're going to move on to another secret.
Okay.
Hi. So this is a secret I have never told anybody, and it is gross enough that I will not be explicit in detail. And Moshe, I'm sorry. I feel like you always get angry when people aren't super explicit.
It's true.
But there was one day I was a nanny, and I desperately needed the day off. I needed to take a sick day, but I hate lying and faking sick. And so I gave myself pink eye so that I didn't have to go into work. And I'll let your imaginations go wild. Honestly, you're probably correct.
She's shitting her
in
eye.
Whatever you assume I did. I am not proud, but I'm also glad that I didn't lie to get out of work. So that is my secret. I don't even know if I feel better after saying that, but thank you for the podcast. Love you guys. Keep doing what you're doing. Okay, bye.
What the fuck?
You know what my secret is to hiring a nanny?
What?
Over 60.
Wait, but what do you think this is an expression of youth? Is this pink eye?
Kind of.
Now, what do you think she did? She put her finger in her butthole and wiped it in her eyeball?
I think that's how you get pink eye.
By putting your finger in your butthole?
It's like shit getting in the eye or something.
Dude.
But I don't know for sure. But she's like, I'm sure you can imagine.
Here's the bad news.
She would have told us if it wasn't shit.
Right. Here's the bad news. Giving yourself pink eye on purpose and then saying, I can't come to work, I have pink eye, is a lie.
Also, you need to be able to say when you're working with people's kids that you need a personal day.
But, honey, do you hear what I said?
Yes.
Right? That's a lie, too. Because it's like, it's dishonest to be like, oh, I have a pink eye. It's like, you fucking infected yourself with your own butt juice.
I mean, I don't know how she did it, but yeah, it is like something. I mean, it's so hard to be able, because, not everyone's in a position where they can say, listen, I can't come in today. I need a personal day. And
you don't even say, I need a personal day. Just fucking call it. I'm not going to be able to make it to work today.
But, that means that kids can't go to school and a lot of people are counting on you. And that means all of a sudden people can't go to work.
But it's not better to stick your pinky in your butthole and wipe it in your eye. There's no difference between lying and doing that.
Right. What I would have done is talked to the people who hire you and say that you need some personal time, or you need to work less hours, or you need to work 5 less hours this week.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think that if you can start practicing asking for what you need in an employment situation, you can start getting it. Because if you never ask and you just kind of do stuff like that, I don't think you really grow or get anywhere further.
Are you talking to our producer right now? Feels like there's some coded messaging going on.
No, I'm talking to all young women out there. I think it's hard to ask for what you want.
Well, what do you want, Natasha? I know what I want. I want to hear another secret.
Okay.
Hi. I'm like 20 years old, and I had sex for the first time last night.
Oh.
And she said she came multiple times, like throughout the thing, the sex. And I went down on her and fingered her, and I don't buy that I did it I don't buy that like she came multiple times on like my first time. Like I don't trust that. So it's kind of messing with my mind pretty bad. That's it.
Maybe it's like my cooking. You got to just believe in it.
Have confidence.
He just needs to believe that she said that. And if she's lying, then that's her problem.
Also, the good news is you don't have to worry about it. It's not like from now on, every woman's going to be like, oh my God, I fucking came 5 times. Either she's lying or you got lucky and you have a long road ahead of you of women being disappointed in your sexual performance. So I wouldn't worry about it. That's all, folks. Let's play another secret.
Hi guys, love the pod. I have a secret. I just realized since my state just opened up COVID vaccines for healthy people over 16 and, other things are starting to open back up, that I'm going to lose the best excuse I've ever had to skip social activities, and I am legit panicking. I was introverted before the pandemic, but the pandemic has made me more introverted than before, especially when it comes to my absolute favorite thing to skip, which is long distance out-of-state travel to my in-laws for the holidays. So even though I think anti-vaxxers are ignorant and selfish morons, and even though I work for a company that developed a vaccine, so I've been like #team vaccine for like ever now, the secret is I'm now finding myself in a plot twist situation, considering not getting the vaccine just so I can keep not going to stuff. Well, I guess I could lie to people. What do you think? Like, do I actually need to not get it to stay in my house? Or can I get it and just like lie to people? Sorry, I called it a secret. Now I'm asking for advice. My bad. Whoops. Okay, bye.
Okay, here's the thing. Her problem is with her in-laws. If she just tells her husband and her husband's family, oh, I'm not the type of person that gets a vaccine.
And they're like, you work for a vaccine company.
There's going to be issues. So she's got to get it, obviously. And, you just have to face some of these boundaries and maybe go to like half the things your husband wants you to go to. That's what I do.
Also,
sorry, Moshe.
No, I mean, it's like the two false choices. She's like, what should I do? Not get the vaccine or lie about not being vaccinated so I can stay in my house? Obviously, the answer is option 3. You got to get out of your house. You can't just stay home. Part of life is that you don't always get to be comfortable all the time.
And I think that some of these first outings are going to be interesting. I went to my first party the other week, and it was
it was a rager.
Absolutely.
Like 300 maskless teens. It was awesome.
But it absolutely was not what I expected or wanted. There was a pile of cocaine at some point. I'm just saying, like, it wasn't where, and I left, but I was just trying to be very open.
Yeah, I just, I think that you are not alone in that experience.
And it was, I guess let me just finish what I was saying. I just found myself in a situation where I'm like, this is something I would have done like 20 years ago.
Honey, it doesn't sound like this has anything to do with COVID. It sounds like you went to a lame party.
No, but I was more open because I was coming out of COVID that I want to be open to every single thing in a way. But then I'm like, okay, well, now I know, like, I still don't want to do that. And like, just like trying to figure out.
A lot of people's agoraphobia has been given fertile ground to bloom like a mushroom.
Yes.
And I think we all have to do away with that.
How do we get out of it?
You just got to go. It's not normal to be at home. We did it because we had to. Don't get comfortable in it, because then you'll be a weird shut-in. Nobody wants that. You're a lady that called in. You're never going to be an outgoing, gregarious, social animal, but you can't let your instincts tell you to stay home rule your life.
But you can still have boundaries around your in-laws, and I think that you don't have to do every single thing, and you could maybe do 3 of the 6 things or 3 of the 5 things.
Get vaccinated and go out, and then also tell people when you don't want to hang out. That's what you got to do. That's our advice to you. My advice to you, Natasha, is to keep on cooking, because you got something, kid.
No, I don't have anything. I just I have
something.
An attraction to recipes that have less than 4 ingredients that I think you might like.
Well,
you like flavor bombs. That's why I was like, cacio de pepe, miso. That's something Moshe would like.
Listen, I have an attraction as well.
Yeah.
And it's to you physically. If you'd like to leave us a secret, why don't you give us a call? It's 213-222-8608. You can also email us if you'd like to get advice on the podcast at endlesshoneymoonpod@gmail.com.
Follow us on Instagram or, subscribe to our YouTube channel and leave a comment. People love comments. You guys are funny. Write a funny comment.
Yeah.
Make us laugh. I probably won't read it, but someone will.
And they
they'll
will
send
enjoy
it to me.
That's so true.
And then come to our live show. It's not
Absolutely.
really a live show, but
It's a live podcast taping.
It's
It's
a
on
podcast
Rushtix.
taping.
Rushtix.com/endless honeymoon. May
We're very
15th,
excited about it.
6 p.m. We got a lot of fun surprises. We'd love to see you there because we love you. And guess what, Natasha?
What?
I love your cooking.
I actually love your cooking too.